Welcome, KSL Gang. Welcome KSL gang. Today I'm going to be doing my top 40 Bath & Body Works Fine Fragrance Mists of 2022. I actually did one last year, but it was my top 35. This year it was a lot of good releases. You might not see too many of the holiday releases, but the beginning of this year and the spring and summer, they really came through. In no particular order, let's jump in. First up we have is Bubblegum Pop. If y'all was watching my semi-annual sales during the summer, I went in on Bubblegum Pop. When I first tried it, I instantly became hooked on it. I think I had got about 10 backups, and this one is actually my second bottle, and this one is practically all the way down to the bottom. It's been very much loved. You can't even see the name Bubblegum Pop anymore because I don't really think they came out with a bubblegum fragrance. So this was just something new and fun. What I didn't like, they didn't have a body cream or a body lotion to go to this. I mean, how good would that would have been to have a bubblegum scented lotion or body cream? But I did stock up on the mist and the shower gel. Absolutely love this one, and I really hope to see it next year in the full collection. Next we have Pink Pineapple Sunrise, and I do hope they come out with a lot of these fragrances for semi-annual so I can get a backup. I never got a backup of this one, but it is so good. It smells like a summertime drink. It smells like sugar pineapples with some citrus mixed in. It also reminds me of the tropical Starburst candies. Smells amazing. And next is Pear Creme Brulee. I love this one. It smells like a pear cobbler. It did not have a crust note in this one, but I can smell some type of crust. This one was creamy and sweet, a delicious gourmand pear scent. I think this one will go really good with wrapped in vanilla. It's not going to hurt to add in another gourmand fragrance to this. It seemed like that would smell amazing. Next we have Happy Easter Tutti Frutti Candy. This one smelled like crushed jelly beans. To me, that sums it right up. It smells like sugary sweet crushed jelly beans. This was a nice, fun, sweet scent, and I hope they come out with more festive collections like this next year. Next, we have Pink Watermelon Blast. Every time I smell this, it just smells like summer. This one smells like a sugary, sweet punch or juice. It smells citrusy. I think it was one of the best that came out during the summertime. And I think this one came back for the Fine Fragrance Mist sale, and when I seen it, within seconds it was gone because I never got a backup of it. Before I get it from a reseller site, I'm hoping Bath & Body Works bring this back for semi-annual this year. If I find this one, it will be the highlight of my semi-annual. Next we have Vanilla Confetti Sparkle. I was so happy when they decided to bring back Confetti Cake Pop. I know some people said they smell a difference between the two. I have the other one, and to me they smell exactly the same. This wasn't a new fragrance, but it was really good to see it come back, especially for the people that did not get to try the other one. And next we have Orange Vanilla Twist. Now I didn't get as many backups like I did with Bubblegum Pop. I think I got about 3 or 4 backups. Of course, after it was over, I wish I would have grabbed more. This one smells absolutely delicious. It smells like melting sherbet. I even paired this during the fall time because it paired with a lot of other fragrances. And we did not get a shower gel to this one, I believe, so it will be really nice to see this next year in the full collection. Next up we have Golden Ocean Pearl. My favorite thing to pair this one with is Chaotic Vanilla 28 because they share 2 of the same notes, so it kind of reminded me of that one. This one smelled very perfumey and high end. It's not overpowering or super strong, but it still lasted a while on me, and to me you can wear this one all year round. And next up we have Butterfly. This one is a really nice one. It's a sugary raspberry floral with vanilla. The vanilla is nice and airy in this one. It's such a pretty girly perfumey scent. They did an amazing job with this one. And next we have Copper Coconut Sands. This was one of the best coconut scents that came out this year. It was different from a lot of other coconut scents. This one was like a mature coconut. It's creamy, it's sweet, it's a little bit of a beachy vibe, like summer nights at the beach or something. It is amazing. And at the same time, it smelled perfumey, and this one lasted a while on me. So I would not mind seeing this back as well. And next up, we have Fresh Getaway, which is one of my top favorite fresh and clean scents this year. The reason why I love this one so much, it wasn't just a regular fresh and clean scent. It had that citrus mixed in to give it some sweetness and tartness. Amazing fragrance. This is another one I would love to see during semi-annual. And next we have Pink Suede. This one is such a pretty girly scent. It's so soft, feminine. You have berries and floral and cotton, but everything in it is just so soft and delicate. I'm thinking this is a popular one because it kept being sold out, especially the fine fragrance mist. So I'm glad I recently got a couple of backups. And next we have Fall in Bloom. Now I want to say about this one, I never heard so many people tell me it smells like another fragrance. Majority of people that tell me about this one, they say it smells like Burberry Her. I still have not got that perfume, but I definitely want to get it just so I can compare them. It gotta be some truth to it because so many people have said that. I know this one was meant for the fall time, but you can definitely get away with this one for all year round, and it pairs with so many other fragrances. And next up we have CloudNine. I recently paired this one with Chaotic Vanilla Royale Sugar Patchouli 64, and it's one of my favorite combinations with that fragrance. This one is such a perfumey scent. It's long lasting. Before I tried this one out, I read the notes and seen the lavender. Lavender can go either way, but the lavender in this one was done right. Love it. And next we have Gingham Love. Y'all, when this first came out, I was not using anything else. I became instantly hooked on it. This is actually my second bottle, and this bottle is halfway gone. I believe it came out at the top of the year. I love the original Gingham, but when this one came out, I was like, I think I love this one a little bit more than the original Gingham, and I'm obsessed with that one. So this one is top tier. I hope they come out with a whole line of different Gingham scents. It's such a sugary sweet berries, and the rose in this one was done right because I don't do too many rose scents like I always tell y'all. When I do wear rose, it has to be a really good one, and it's one of my favorite fragrances that have rose. Keeping on the Gingham track, I had to add Gingham Heart of Gold. It's such a fresh apple, got creamy vanilla, warm sandalwood. They did a really nice job with this one as well. And like I said, I hope they come out with more Gingham fragrances. And next up we have Poppy. When I first seen the notes on this one, I thought it would be overly floral, but this one is really sweet. It's more on the sweeter side than actual floral. The pear in this one is really sweet and muddled, and I never did get the perfume to this one. It sold out pretty quick, but I hope they restock it before it goes away for good. And next we have Strawberry Snowflakes, which has easily become a favorite. I know a lot of people say it reminds them of strawberry pound cake. I don't necessarily get strawberry pound cake, but I can see what they're saying with the strawberry note. This one smells amazing. It reminds me of a strawberry smoothie. It can be strawberry ice cream, just something creamy. A milkshake. You have the juicy strawberry, the whipped cream, and then you have that bergamot for a little bit of freshness. Such a good one. I probably should have got more than one backup. Next we have Warm Vanilla Sugar. I know it's not a new fragrance, but I really love this year's version. It's more intense. It's giving me that old school warm vanilla sugar. I know a lot of people agreed about that, but some people said that they still cannot smell it or it smells the same. But this year for me is definitely a winner. I'm glad I got a couple of backups of it. And next we have Misty Morning. This one smells like a high-end luxury spa. It's perfuming. It's long lasting. I was surprised by it because I wasn't expecting much, because sometimes packaging can fool you and the fragrance can just be amazing, and that's what happened with this one. The packaging is not bad, but I wouldn't expect it to smell like it does. Definitely wouldn't mind if they repackage it and put it out during the spring. And next up we have Summer Melody. This one was really nice. It took a different spin on the typical fruity sweet scents during the summertime because it had that bronze vanilla. It was a golden honeydew with the bronze vanilla. It was creamy with the fresh fruit. It was refreshing. I know some people compare this to cucumber melon, but this one definitely stands on its own, and it was really good. And next we have Bubbly Rose, and I think out of that brunch collection, this one probably was one of the longer lasting ones. It smelled very perfumey. To think about it now, I think this would go really good with Victoria's Secret Pomelo Orange because they share a couple of the same notes, so I'm definitely gonna have to try those two together. And next we have Enchanted Candy Potion. I raved about this one. In my review I said it smelled like an upgraded Body Fantasies cotton candy, and it also reminded me of those those pixie dust candy sticks. It was sugary, powdery berry goodness. And I think this would be really nice for the summertime as well. And next we have Beach Nights. No, it wasn't a brand new fragrance, but I was so happy they brought this one back because I did not get to try out the first one. Some people said it smelled different than the original. Some people said they smell exactly the same. I'm gonna have to go find the original so I can compare them. But I know this particular version is really good. Even with the beach driftwood and a sea salt breeze, the marshmallow and creamy vanilla definitely came through with this one. And next we have this year's version of pumpkin cupcake. Really enjoyed this year's version a lot. I used it way more than the one I did from last year. You could smell a lot more of that buttercream and spice. And next up we have Midnight Amber Glow. This one is a really nice coffee fragrance. I love it because it wasn't overpowering with the coffee scent. It had that caramel and the vanilla bourbon. This one was super long lasting on me and very perfumey, and you can't go wrong with that. And next we have Pastel Skies. This one was a unique blend of berries, sugar, and coconut. Usually coconut would be like the front forward note in a fragrance when it has coconut, but because it had the berries in there and the spun sugar, it definitely gave it a unique smell. This one also smelled perfumey and it lasted a decent amount of time. Loved it. And next up we have Sunwash Citrus. I didn't get to try it out the first time it came out. I always seen it, but I never paid any attention to it. So this year I decided to try it out and I was hooked on it. I even made a whole video dedicated to this fragrance and pairing different fragrances with this particular one. This one smells like sugary sweet lemon heads, like crushed lemon head candy. It took me by surprise. I'm like, I missed out. Like, if you need that extra citrus, sugary sweet lemon scent, this is the one to pair with. And next we have this year's version of pumpkin pecan waffles. Now I love me some pumpkin pecan waffles, but the one from last year was super strong. It was really heavy on the waffle note. This year's version to me is way more toned down. I get the brown sugar, I still get the waffles, but it's not overbearing like the first one. And to me, this one is just as long lasting as the first one. And next up we have White T-Shirt. I was ecstatic when they brought this one back. When it first came out, it wasn't official release. It was only out, I think, at tester stores. So when they finally brought this one back, without even trying it out first, I had got multiples on the first order on how much it was talked about. When I heard Miss Oh So Delish and Living Ash talking about this one, I was sold. And next to Fresh Getaway, this is another top fresh and clean scent for me. And next up is this year's version of White Pumpkin and Chai. Obsessed with this year's version because I really get that vanilla glaze and it's a delicious gourmand fragrance. I love the previous year's versions, but this year to me it tops both of them. I think this is another one that compared really well with Wrapped in Vanilla. And next up we have Autumn Drive. It was actually between this one and Buttercups and Burbellini. I wasn't going to add both of them, so I decided to go with Autumn Drive. This one really surprised me because it's really a sugary sweet raspberry, and you do have the amber and vanilla in there, but it's not as fragrant as the raspberry. The raspberry is the star of this one. And next up we have White Coconut Caramel. They definitely should have made this one in a full size collection with everything to it. I believe in my review I said it was like a mixture between coconut cream pie and Brazilian crushed Choriosa 71. It smells so good. I think I only got about 3 backups. So if I see this one for semi-annual, I definitely want to get a couple of more. Next up, we have Peach Prosecco Macaron. So I think I showed you about just all of them in the brunch collection, except for coconut cream pie, because I did that one last year. But this one is amazing. It's a nice peach gourmand fragrance. And of course, it pairs super good with Wrapped in Vanilla, which I tried out. It smells like a peach macaron cookie with vanilla ice cream. But this one on its own is really good. And I really do hope they come back with these next year, or maybe add like a lemon version. Next up we have Dream Bright. I see why it was a signature scent that came out. This one is super perfumey. It's strong. It's lingering. It smells a little bit like Starlit Night and Twinkly Midnight Sky, but overall it's a really good one and I still want to pick up the perfume. And next we have this year's version of Christmas Cookies. The one from 2020 was super strong on the almond biscotti, but this year to me it smells like chocolate chip cookie dough before you add the chocolate chips. You know, with just the brown sugar and all the other goodness to it. You still still get the almond biscotti, but it's not as strong like it was. I've been using this version way more than the others. And next up, we have this year's version of Vanilla Bean Noel. This one has been one of my favorites in a long time, besides the ones from 2014, 2015, because in 2020 it smelled a little bit of smokiness. Last year was a little bit light, so to me this one is the closest thing I'm going to get to the earlier years. And next we have Blush Cardigan. This one is such a good raspberry fragrance. I think I said in my review video, it reminded me of those candies with the stick and a powder, or even like a powder mixed drink like Kool-Aid or something. It's such a nice sugary sweet raspberry scent, but you also have the floral in there too, so I'm definitely going to use this a lot during the winter. Next we have Life of the Party, which is a new one. I haven't had it that long, but this is going to be easy to become a favorite of mine this year. It came in just in time right before the New Year's. I won't talk too much about it because we're going to be doing a full review on it. I just been waiting on my shower gel that I got during body care day, and I just received my shipment, so hopefully it comes this week or the beginning of next week, but it's taking forever. This one is a really good one, and I get why they put Life of the Party. It's not overpowering, it's more laid back, but yes y'all, this one is really good. It's nice and perfumey. I'm still testing this one out. I've been going through my collection to try to see what it reminds me of, but definitely come back for the review. And last up, of course, Wrapped in Vanilla. Y'all couldn't possibly think I was going to leave y'all Wrapped in Vanilla. If y'all seen my review, y'all know how I feel about this one. If you've seen my Fine Fragrance Mist haul, you will see how much I love this one. Now, I'm used to negative comments. I've been doing YouTube since 2012, but on this particular video, when I was hauling this one, someone was like, "You're the main reason why no one can find anything in the store." That was like such a crazy comment, because I don't do that with all the fragrance. It had to be something that I really love and obsessed with. I know I didn't have to explain myself to them. Back in the day, I did go back and forth when I first started out, but now I just send them directly to the block party. All positive vibes over here. But yes, this is such an amazing fragrance. I love it, obsessed with it. So I do just have one more for an honorable mention, and that is Cinnamon Donut Swirl. As we know, it only came with the body lotion and a shower gel. This one definitely would have been included if I had to find fragrance mist, but who knows, because it could have smelled different from the lotion. But the lotion and shower gel smelled amazing, so I really wish they'd come back out with this one, but in a full collection. That was like the weirdest releases ever. This one didn't have a fine fragrance mist, Orange Vanilla Twist did not have a shower gel, and Bubblegum Pop did not have lotion or cream. But yeah guys, that's going to complete my top 40 fragrances of Bath & Body Works of 2022. Let me know in the comments what were some of your top favorites. I know it's probably a lot, but you could just tell me your top picks. I'm not sure if they're going to come out with anything else before the year is up, but I cannot wait to see what they come out at the top of the year. And I'm still hoping for a lemon gourmand fragrance. But if you haven't already, subscribe and join the KSL gang. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey KSL gang, if you love cooking and watching cooking videos and super easy recipes, make sure you check out my main channel in Keke's Kitchen. I'll see you over there.